All right, guys, we are out here again on the Rabid Ebikes Whip. This is a brand new bike from Rabid Ebikes, and I was fortunate enough to get the very first one that they got into the city. So we are going to go do a quick initial impressions if I don't get killed by all the people trying to shoot across the... If I don't get killed by the people pulling out in front of me. This bike is fully unlocked. It is windy as hell, but it's almost 60 degrees. So we're gonna see how she performs today. Man, holy crap, this bike is fun. Good Lord. Woo, that wind's brutal. I hope it isn't too bad for us. We are going to... Actually, you don't even need to. Oh, it pulled a... Guys, I'm in Sport Plus, and it just... Whoa. It just pulled a wheelie. Oh my goodness. Okay. Holy moly. Wow, that wind's blowing. Well, I wasn't too sure how this bike was going to be. It does have the Bafang 5,000 watt peak power motor on it, and holy moly, it does have the upgraded air suspension front and back. So there's that, which is pretty awesome. I'm a little afraid to put it in turbo mode. This is insane. Oh, I can't believe that. It did a wheelie when I started to turn, and then I let off and got into it again and did it again. As you can see, we were at 100%. I'm guessing this is using quite a bit of juice. Let's just see what she'll do. Turn it up on boost. Right here is our GPS. 33, 34. We are going uphill, picking up speed at 44 miles an hour, 43 miles an hour. I am hunched down a little bit, as much as I can. 49, 47, 48 on the speedo, 49. Come on, give me 50 before I get to the bridge. 50, got 50. This does have the standard bicycle brakes, so your back brake is on the right, your front brake is on the left. And the brakes on this thing are absolutely insane. When you pound on the brakes, man, I'm telling you what, you know what, we got a downhill. I'm going to shut up, see what our max speed is going to be. They get tucked down a little bit, see if we get aerodynamic. We're 49, 48, 50, 51, 52. We are downhill, 53, 53. It's showing 55, but we did hit 53 on the GPS, guys. That is incredible. Holy moly. All right, we're going to knock her back down to regular speed. Let's see what we can pedal to. All right, I'm putting in the effort. We are going uphill, and I'm still pedaling at 43. I'm putting effort in. There's 46. My God, 46 miles an hour and still putting effort in. That is fantastic. 46 and putting effort in. That is nuts. So the Monstar was before my absolute favorite bike. It was just insane. The suspension and everything else was just incredible. That bike by far was my favorite. This has just replaced it. A single rear motor that has this kind of power and get up and go. You can't do front wheel burnouts, obviously, but that's the thing that made the Monstar so dangerous, is when you got on it, it would spin that front tire and almost knock you down. All right, guys, we are at 91% battery life left from just hauling butt down here. 56.1 top speed, riding like a crazy person, time trip. Okay, so 4 miles at 50 miles an hour, we're gonna burn through some battery. So we burned through about 9%. It is about 55, 60 degrees. We are at Heartbreak Hill, and we're gonna pit it against the Rabid Ebikes Whip. This brand new white Rabid Ebike has the 5,000 watt Bafang motor in it, and we're going to put it to the test right now. 30% grade going up this hill. We're going to start at the crack where we always start at. I know it's going to make it, so. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. My God. Okay, we're picking up. There's 17, 20. My God. Okay, I had to jump in the brakes. It's 20 mile an hour. The fact it made it is insane in itself. But to pick up speed up a 30% grade, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? A 30% grade. Well, we're going to go back down, and then I'm going to turn around and put it right at the base of the hill. I just want to see. All right. So no joking around. We're already pointed uphill in boost mode, unlocked. Let's see what it'll do. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Yeah, 16 miles an hour. 17 at the top. This bike. Oh my God, guys. All right. If you have the money for this bike, you should definitely buy this bike. Not this bike because I'm riding it, but a bike just like it in a box, or just come over to Generation Ebikes and pick one up. I did not manufacture this bike. This is a friend of mine that started Rabid Ebikes and has these bikes in stock. This is not something you're going to have to pre-order or anything else. Okay, he does have a limited amount. I believe he's got probably 30 of these bikes in stock right now in different colors. We're going to turn this down. Okay, so this is eco mode. This is the absolute lowest power mode on this bike. So we're going to leave it in eco and see if it climbs it. We're at the crack. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so it's slowing down a little bit. 9.7, 9 miles an hour. Dude, the lowest setting this bike pulled up like a freight train. That is nuts. The lowest set, let me say that one more time. The lowest set, you know what? We're going to go jump this bike. The lowest setting on this bike just did it in 13 miles an hour. Whoa, goodness gracious. Okay, Sport Plus is nasty. She's spicy. She wants to get up and go. Look, I can't explain to you guys how fun this bike is. The suspension is insane. You don't feel anything. I mean, it is just absolutely... Oh, okay. I almost ran off the road. That was crazy. Okay. Oh, this brings me back to racing sport bikes. Holy moly. In Colorado, where the sun's shining before we get 8 feet of snow, hopefully. Although I'm going to have to learn how to test ride e-bikes. I can convert to tracks and skis, but I'd be down for that. If anybody wants to send me an e-bike that has tracks on it, I would be definitely down to test that. Guys, this bike, oh my goodness, it is so much fun. Oh, back brake. Just to it wants to pull a wheelie when you really stand on it. If I have one bad thing to say about this bike, and I mean one bad thing to say, because it is absolutely incredible, and let's see how many miles I got on it so far. 26 miles. If I had one bad thing to say about this bike, it's the steering stem. I freaking hate it. You can't tighten it enough where it doesn't want to move. It doesn't have enough serrations where it locks into itself to tighten it enough where that doesn't move a little bit. I am going to talk to my guy and see if that's something that he can get switched or changed, or see what he says about it. I don't know, maybe on the next generation of bikes, or maybe they can send him something different, and he can send them with the bikes. But that is the only thing I absolutely hate about this, and I have tightened the crap out of it and it still works loose. So I am going to change that out. I may have to get on Amazon and get something coming. I do have a suspension steering stem that I can switch over to it and just see if that's any better. Oh, it picked the front tire up again when I was turning. My God. You know, a thumb throttle would be kind of nice on this bike, but then you'd have to change out your shifter. And I do like these thumb trigger finger shifters in this case, where I don't know how much pedaling you need to be doing. Oh, Jesus. My God, this bike picks up. It is just an absolute ball. My goodness. And if you put it, like, you can turn it down to eco and then, you know, just ride around at 20 miles an hour. That's pretty neat to be able to just adjust that down. And you can go into the settings and even adjust that back down even more. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, this is it. This is where you watch me crash. We need to see how she flies first. Oh! All right, we're gonna go easy. All right, guys, so we're gonna do this kind of one more time. Okay, that kind of hurt. Oh, well, everybody's talked about it. It was bound to happen to me too. If you just reach back and pull the derailleur forward, that'll give you enough slack to put this back on the chainring, and then it's just an easy fix from there. All right. Since I haven't pushed my luck enough, let's try one more sweet jump and then head up to test the suspension. The suspension on this bike is so good that all you have to do is set the air pressure before you go out the first time based on your body weight, and then it just rides like a Cadillac. It's absolutely incredible how good the suspension is on this bike. This Bafang 3,000 watt nominal motor, 5,000 watt max is just incredible. So much power on tap. Holy crap, that made my butt pucker. Good Lord. I'm going to take this as a sign to maybe head back for the house. We're going to check some range and see how this bike is done overall all day. We have abused this bike a bunch today. Just absolutely insanely impressed with this bike. We're going to get back up here and jump on the bike path. I just wanted to do a quick initial impressions ride, and boy, am I impressed. Holy moly. The Heartbreak Hill thing just blew my mind. I never thought 30% grade. It actually gets steeper the higher up you go, and it continued to pick up 20 miles an hour on that, and that is, I didn't even think it would be possible. I didn't try that hill on my Monstar. That was a dual 1500 watt motor bike. It would have done it no problem, I'm sure of that. It just does a wheelie. Look at that. Like, if you just give it a little bit of gas, or if you give it a throttle and give it a little bit of yank, it just right up. That's crazy. All right, not gonna be much talking. We're just gonna give her the beans and try and get home. The wind is blowing 150 miles an hour. It is warm out here, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea what kind of power this machine has. You cannot induce wobble into this bike. I know the other guys have shown it on a very similar bike. So this bike does not wobble. It does not have the battery in the back. Both batteries are mounted centrally and down low, and it makes this bike just crazy fun to ride. I really, really like it. Let's see what our battery life is. So we're at 78% battery life. Let's see what our mileage is so far. Trip is 8.7 miles. Full throttle almost all the time. Yeah, this thing is no joke. 40 miles an hour and a 20 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour headwind. This bike is just absolutely nuts. My God. I love this thing. Yep, new favorite bike. I just jumped it, and I didn't even mean to. I do want to try the brake test. Eco mode takes us to 20 almost exactly. We're going to smash the brakes. We are going to be doing 20 miles an hour, and we'll see what this does here. Oh my God. Okay. So 13 feet. It is 13 feet from that sign to my front tire where I mashed the brakes. I think I could get that actually tightened up a little bit with a little practice. I just did not want to crash my brand new bicycle. All right, guys, that's that. Thanks for coming along. That was insane.